Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to do a quick check over my DEX Finance and obviously my DEX Finance Vault. If you're new to the channel, it's worth to kind of check out some of my older videos that I made on DEX Finance, some big updates, and I talk a bit more about creating a DEX Finance Vault. So if we jump straight on to DEX Finance, you can see here in my last video I talked about they're after adding new chains. Obviously even after since then they're after adding a lot more new chains. You can see here the list of different currently created vaults and stuff like that are set up on the ecosystem. I really like DEX Finance. I've been invested in DEX Finance probably since the early days, and obviously more when I had the share token, and it was similar to like the Tomb fork season when we had our share token earning for us. They're probably one of the only platforms from that time that are still going and have managed to pivot completely from what initially set up as, I think. Obviously this section itself, the DEX Vault, is, I think, something brilliant, and it's something that I'm really working to try and bring more into my channel and into my new road to $100 a day journey. You can see here we have some big vaults, not crazy high APYs, but decent APYs. You can see obviously the TVL. So look, if we just remove and just focus on, say, Phantom for a minute. So you can see they have a few vaults here at the moment in Phantom. Obviously not a major amount of TVL locked in it, but again, it's some interesting APYs. If we go to obviously the most talked about chain at the moment, again you can see there's a few decent vaults. You can see there's more vaults obviously set up here now, so there's obviously more users over on Arbitrum network anyway, our chain at the moment. So from my vault that I created, again, where are we now? We're on, yeah. So the vault I created a couple of weeks back. You can see here we've generated $8 in, where is it? $8 in profit. Now obviously this is $8 in ETF. So in this ETF with all these tokens, it's a brilliant way, I think, to kind of get to get a basket of crypto. Obviously it's not a massive amount of money, but I've only invested I think 600-700 into it, I think, give or take. And as I said, it's earning for me. That's what I'm trying to build out here in this new journey, that there's less risk, and obviously with less risk is going to be less return. But in saying that, I'm happy with having the 0.8% per day. So as I said, I made a video yesterday talking about small earnings from a project, or not yesterday, the day before, I think. And I'm happy to get these small returns and building into safer platforms. I will make another video on DEX Finance probably in the coming days or maybe next week. They have a lot going on. They have a lot of updates coming, so I think this is probably a good video first to try and just get people aware again of it. I know they have something liquidity and migration they're happening that is going to allow them to, what is it, I think you can jump between chains with your LP tokens without having to always split them up yourself. So if you find that you're, for example, have US DEX, US DEX and USDC on Binance, and it's earning whatever it's earning, and maybe on a different chain it could be earning a lot higher, I think they're bringing out a feature that will allow you to 3 clicks, I think it's called, allow you to click and will automatically break up the LP. It will then bridge it over and it will create the LP again, and obviously I think deposit it into the new farm. And I think that's, again, making it much easier for users to get involved in it. So look, they have recent announcements and things like that. This is obviously a big one from April 4th, 0% fees. On all vaults, basically it's 0% to get into the vault and no fee to get out of the vault and stuff like that. So I think that's a big thing for smaller accounts especially to get into, because I know fees can really hinder people getting into projects. So again, this is a vault that I created. I'm obviously trying to get people into my vault. The main reason to get people into my vault is I want to try and increase the TVL, and then it'll harvest more often than what it is harvesting. This changes. It seems to be every couple of days. It goes between 5 and 7 days or something that harvests. So as I said, it's much slower. Whereas if we could increase the TVL, it'll harvest more often, and obviously, the more times it harvests and compounds, the rewards grow a little bit quicker. So as you can see, the risk level of my vault is medium. I'm trying to keep away from the low sections or from the extreme high. You can see we have profit here if I want to take it, but I don't want to take it yet. I'm going to let it build up. Again, if we just look at the fund, this is the breakdown, the allocation of how the tokens we broke down. So we'll have more on BNB, and then the rest is obviously taken up with them tokens. So simple enough, obviously, to get into. If you are interested in depositing, it's literally deposit. You can deposit one token, you can multi-deposit tokens into it. Just bear in mind the fees actually are gone now, so there's no major fees for it from them. So you can see here performance of the vault. We're currently sitting on over $6,000 of TVL. You can see this is my deposit amount, so I haven't deposited that into it. So you can see here our pending rewards. This is for the next compound. Again, our profit, migrating vaults. We can migrate them if need be, and then we can obviously share the link. So the link in the description will bring you straight to this vault, and the vault itself then will allow you to just, if you want to deposit into it. So this is probably the big one. I know someone asked in the comments there a little while ago and I couldn't answer. So the owner of this strategy will receive 1% of the total take profit on each harvest from all participants. So again, this is, the 1% is not coming from your direct deposit. So if we've generated whatever here, I think the way it works is 1% of it comes back to my position, I think, in the vault. So again, it's increasing the TVL anyway. If it's the case it's not coming back to the vault and it happens to go to, I don't know, my wallet address, my plan is to grow this anyway. I think it's a much better way of kind of having a bit of exposure to other tokens with your actual bag. So as I said, I held DexShare and I held Cake, and I kind of added then the USDC tokens and BNB in order to build this position. So if you can see, if we jump over here to the DexShare token, you can see now it's had a massive run over the last couple of days. I'm in my video I talked about this, and to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the price might have been around here, and I waited to buy here. I ended up buying a little bit here and actually went to buy it again. I think it was Easter. A couple of days ago, it was around Easter, I was thinking about buying more anyway and didn't buy it. Pretty much just forgot all about it. And this is the problem, I suppose. Trying to be a bit transparent here, that I didn't jump in on this down at the lows. It will be very easy for me to say I did, but I didn't. I'm hoping we get a pullback down to this range again, and then I will be paying attention to it. But as I said, if you get involved in the vault and you invest into the CryptoHuntzman vault, make sure you let me know in the comments or join my Telegram. I want to try and build out a community around this, just to kind of keep up to date on things. The more people keep an eye on things, the better it will be. Just so everyone is 100% aware of this, that I created the vault, but it's not a case of that I have access to the TVL here. It's all done through DEX Finance. So as I said, the TVL is there. All I can ever decide if I want to take out of it is my own balance here. That's it. I can't do anything else. If I take out my balance out of it, the vault, from what I can gather, still runs, and you still pretty much earn on it. So I can't just decide to close a vault or break a vault or something like that. So look, it's very easy, as I said, to get into it. You see there, after withdrawal you receive your 2.2 BNB. So I won't be receiving all these individual tokens, which will just complicate things. Hence why you can just easily deposit whatever one token you want to deposit into it. I think that's brilliant to have it, so it's not a case of you're running around looking to try and get the LPs sorted. So look, as I said, pay attention to a video will be coming out in a couple of days after this. I'll go into more detail of what's happened with DEX Finance, and we'll take it from there and all the new features that they're bringing. So yeah, look, we're going to leave it there for today's video. Thanks very much for taking the time and watching it, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. Bye.